Welcome to another Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot. The Hearthstone meta recently saw a large amount of balance changes, with the majority of top decks being toned down in order to make room for a more balanced metagame. Now, each class at least has some representation in the meta. So where does everything stand? Control Paladin leads the two-man army in Tier 1 as it didn't really get hit in the nerfs. The majority of decks struggle against Paladin's constant removal and healing, with the deck's best matchups coming from any board-based decks like Fell Demon Hunter or Naga Priest. They will aggressively swarm the board and then struggle to come back once they've lost it. Just look out for Big Spell Mage due to how quickly the deck can swing the game with its large spells. Speaking of Big Spell Mage, the archetype rises to the second spot in Tier 1 as the meta slows down around it. With less burn and fewer Mr. Smites running around, you can easily stall early while buying time for your big turns, featuring Rune of the Archmage and Drake Fire Amulet. If you like exciting games of Hearthstone, this deck's variance might just be for you. Its best matchup comes from slower decks like Control Paladin or minion decks like Naga Priest. But it struggles against strong early games and consistent burn, making Fell Demon Hunter a hard matchup to navigate. So which lists are trying to claw their way past Control Paladin and Big Spell Mage? The closest runner-up here is Control Shaman, but with Murlocs? Yes, you heard that right. A Murloc deck is making a name for itself on ladder. Thanks to the Clownfish, Shaman can cheat out Cycle with Gorlock, or even play a Mutinous much earlier than intended, allowing for some truly crazy game states. Like many other control decks, this build plans to go long while stalling the game with removal, and it does just that surprisingly well. If you play this deck, look for aggressive opponents, as your control tools make them pushovers. But both of the Tier 1 decks prove troublesome for you, so make sure you get a good read on your local meta. The meta's best burn deck is also the second list in Tier 2, Fell Demon Hunter. Despite the consistent nerfs this deck has seen, it continues to be a serious threat on ladder, giving all Illidan players a deck they can call home. The amount of burst that this deck has is insane, and you'll very often die from seemingly nowhere against it. Fell Demon Hunter performs best against Big Spell Mage of all things, but it does have a pretty rough time against Control Paladin. Naga Priest will round out our Tier 2 coverage in this video with an almost unmatched ability to create threats nearly every turn. Even if you fall behind, you'll have access to Samuro alongside buffs to retake the board in aggro matchups, giving you a chance to claw back where needed. With its ability to consistently present threatening boards, it fares well against Big Beast Hunter. Even if the latter does develop a Mountain Bear, the Priest player can silence it. But Naga Priest has the same issue that a lot of other Tier 2 decks do. It falls to the Tier 1 archetypes. Both Control Paladin and Big Spell Mage are difficult for the Priest to navigate, making it a hard deck to queue at times. Whether you're enjoying the meta or not, we hope this meta snapshot will give you an advantage on ladder. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We here at Tempo Storm are devoted to bringing you the best content possible, and we are excited to continue on this journey with you. Until next time.